In our rush to make sense of things as infants, we learn to misunderstand the world and ourselves.
It's not just as infants that we do this for the rest of our lives.
Unfortunately, but the reality is that we have misunderstood our world and we continue to misunderstand ourselves. There's a lot to unlearn as well as a lot to learn on the voyage to deep understanding. The process of being born again in my mind, this is how we think, how you think, can be disorienting. But like a roller coaster ride, it can also be exhilarating. And it brings this gift to those who are born again in the way of science. The world comes to seem fresh, lucid, and wonderfully abundant. And that's a very important word, because one of the effects of our often constant negative thoughts and negative thought processes, like that story of the worm, is that we stay so small, even though we're not. We are abundant and our world is abundant. But one of the effects of a negative thought pattern or a negative loop is that we stay small, when in reality, we and the world around us is abundant. They come to live out William Blake's vision. And I love this. I'm sure many of our listeners know this poem, but just a part of it. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. And that's really what the other side of negative thoughts is. And when you realize, I think we spoke before that part of the way to break free of negative thought patterns is by awakening some humility about what we're seeing and therefore how silly it would be for us to be making judgments. The second part is the understanding that unless we retrain how we think and really take the opportunity to remove negative thoughts, we will remain in the sense of darkness, in the sense of lack. Not really accepting reality, that we and the world around us is filled with abundance.